your question has got some relevance because it's a common viewpoint of many opposition parties. They keep talking this, but I would go slightly more scientific into this question and more depth. Madam, when we talk about media channels owned by political parties is my first concern which I am putting before you. And the political party is also in the field of politics where they are either a ruling party or an opposition party. In a state of Tamil Nadu, it is so strangled stroke controlled because, I will not take names because I'm sitting in an open forum, madam. I leave it to the viewers' discretion and judgment. You have media channels directly owned by a political party, not one. In TRPs, they're either number 2, number 3, number 4 in Tamil Nadu. Your papers owned by political party, which gets printed in the same office where a political party is situated. Then you have an ecosystem the political party and the media has created over time, which is directly to the supreme leader, what they call the number 1 leader. Across India, let me take your channel, madam. It's an independent channel. You apply your mind. It is owned by some other person, no connection to a political party. You give a news. 100% we might agree or disagree in a democracy. 10 news you put, maybe BJP might disagree with you 5, and the opposition parties might disagree with you 5. But where is the level of control? Where do we control, madam? Number 1. Second, it's a very fair game in Indian politics where anybody who accuses of controlling media, they also accuse us of controlling the Honorable Supreme Court, of worst case. The election commissioner resigns, they say it is BJP's problem. When election commissioner is appointed, they say it is BJP's problem. The same guy gets appointed, our problem. Same guy gets resigned, it's BJP. Or every single policy decision, they go to Supreme Court, starting from Rafael, starting from Aadhaar, every single thing. Have they won any single thing in Supreme Court? Have the Supreme Court come to the aid of the opposition anywhere where we have violated something? So India, unfortunately, it has become a habit in our country over the last 10 years. If you can't perform in the public field, if you can't perform in the electoral field, if you don't get votes in a booth, for you the easiest to blame is the institution and easiest to blame is the media. But where is the scientific evidence, madam? Where do we control? And normally, yes, it happens in a democracy when one party continuously wins election. And BJP has, look at all the democracy in the world, madam, a functioning democracy. I don't think any democracy, a political party has got the winning-losing ratio like BJP over the last 15 years. If you look at all the functioning democracy, I'm not talking of an authoritarian government or a single party democracy. I'm talking of a multiple pluralistic democracy. The hit-to-lose ratio of BJP in a functioning democracy is the highest in India. Because it is people who decide we are winning, not we don't decide. So naturally the opposition says, 2014 what was the narrative, ma'am? Fixing up of EVMs. 2019 what was the narrative? Oh, paper trial, VVPAT you change. Now 2024 what is the narrative? Every time they bring a new narrative, which gets defeated in the election. Next election, another new narrative. Again it gets defeated. But we know it is part of our growth. When one party dominates in a democracy, when you get 40%, 45%, this time the aim is to get 50% popular vote. Day in and day out you win. But people don't see the hard work. People don't see Modi ji working till 3 a.m. in the morning. 7 o'clock he catches a flight, lands in Bengal. They don't see that. People don't see lakhs of our booth workers toiling and day in and day out without a media glare. People don't see that. People don't see ordinary karyakartas doing thousands of things behind the scene.